Hey guys, Vince Brizio here from PREVIEWSworld. We are hanging out with Corey Taylor. You probably know him from Slipknot, but also Stone Sour as well. And that's why we're here, because House of Golden Bones is coming out from Dark Horse. It's pretty much wrapping up, I think, right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Issue 4 comes out the end of this month, July. So, but then we're gonna try and get the collected trade out in October, I think, trying to time it with the Halloween crowd. So, yeah, big stuff coming up.
So for people who aren't really too familiar with the title out there, and there might be some people that aren't, too up to speed, tell me just a little bit about the book. I mean, I know it's pretty much tying into the album, which I believe was like a 2-part type deal, right? Yeah. So how'd that work out?
The cool thing, I mean, it was a double concept album that we put together, and I wrote a short story that basically kind of tied the music to the story itself, so you could read along with the story and then listen to the music, and it kind of filled in some of the blanks. And as I was writing it, I really kind of came up with the idea of, like, this would be a really cool comic book, It's because I tried to write it very visually and really try to make it interesting and put it in this crazy world, Lo and behold, one thing led to another, and I'm sitting down with Dark Horse talking about, making this thing a reality. And it was really cool, They saw that I wanted to make it a 4-issue miniseries. They saw that, we could really do some cool stuff with, like, variant covers and really push this even further by having the music kind of, fuel the comics and vice versa. So I was really lucky to be able to, find a group of people that really believed in the project as much as I did.
And pretty much saw the circle of life there.
Yeah.
It goes round and round, man.
Exactly. So
the cast, basically the character of the book, right?
Yeah.
What's he have to go through in the story?
Essentially, it's the story of the human and who wakes up in this kind of crazy world and is put on this journey to find the House of Golden Bones before this event called the Conflagration happens. And in between, he runs into a couple of different antagonists, one of which is Alan, who's the main antagonist, and then Black John, who's the more aggressive antagonist, and then also a protagonist called Peckinpah. And he's basically kind of chased through this really strange world where up is down, left is right, and it's essentially, at its core, even though there's all this sci-fi and all this fantasy going on, at its core, it's essentially a morality play about making choices in your life and sticking to them.
All right, man. Well, hey, I want to appreciate your time.
It's all good, man.
Thanks for talking to us.
Absolutely.
And we're going to make sure that people check this out as things progress, because the trade's coming out, like you said. Folks, once again, House of Golden Bones. Look for it from Dark Horse Comics. Corey Taylor is going to get behind it. We're going to catch you next time. Keep the faith. Keep reading comics.